Okay, for this video, I'm going to talk about addition and subtraction of fractions. Okay, ignore the or. It's actually addition and subtraction of fractions. So just take note, whenever you see addition or subtraction of fractions, there's actually only one method to solve it, which is to change to the same denominator. Okay, so one more time, addition or subtraction, you know that you must change to the same denominator before you carry on adding or subtracting. Okay, just as a bonus, okay, people often confuse, right, multiplication and division. Okay, so like for example, let's say the question asks for 2.5, okay, plus 3 out of 5. Okay, they often confuse with a very similar looking, okay, let me cancel this, very similar looking question, which is okay, 2.5 multiplied by 3 out of 5. Okay, so this is bonus. Why? It's because you know, it's not going to be tested in P4. Just that it's good to know, you know, so that you don't get confused in the future. Okay, so remember, addition or subtraction of fractions, you must change to the same denominator. But for multiplication or division, you don't have to. Okay, so make sure when you see this question, the first thing you should take note is actually the sign. Okay, this is plus or minus. Make sure you change to the same denominator. Okay, so for this, okay, whenever you see a mixed number and a fraction, always remember that you should change the mixed number into an improper fraction first. Okay, only when you change it to an improper fraction, okay, then it's much easier, as well as much less confusing, okay, to go and plus or minus. Of course, in the earlier stages, you know, you can just simply take this half and plus, but then I strongly discourage it because there will be a lot of careless mistakes after on. So I say again, whenever it's a mixed number, change to improper fraction first. So how to change? Okay, you know, one whole give you two parts. How you know? Because it's the what do you call that? The fraction is like divided into two, right? So two wholes give me one. Two parts give me one whole, right? So what do? Since I got two wholes, okay, 2 multiplied by 2 give me 4. Okay, so 4 plus 1, which is the remaining one from the fraction just now. Okay, out of 2 plus 3 out of 5. Okay, so for this fraction, how do I what do you call that? How do I add? Okay, so I end up with 5 out of 2 plus 3 out of 5. Remember, whenever it's addition or subtraction, I have to change to the same denominator. How to do that? Okay, it's very easy. This one I multiply by this denominator. This I multiply by 5. Since this is 5, this is also 5. This one I multiply by 2. Okay, multiply by 2 to get the same denominator. So to get these two denominator the same. Okay, so I will end up with 25 out of 10 plus 6 out of 10. Okay, from here, I just have to add it up. I end up with 31 out of 10. And, okay, try to simplify and make it to a mixed number at the final answer. Okay, so if it can be a mixed number, let it be a mixed number. If you can simplify, please simplify. So, from here, you can see that 10 parts give me 1 whole. So, since I got 31, okay, I can have 3 wholes. Okay, and remaining with 1. Okay, so how do I get 3 wholes is actually 31 divided by 10. Okay, so it's like 31 divided by 10. I know I have, you know, this one I cannot divide, so I put 3. So this is my 3 wholes minus 30, I remaining of 1. So this is the remaining 1 part, which you see here. Okay, and I end up with 3, 1 of 10. Okay, why I divide by 10 is because since I got 31 parts and I know 10 give me 1 whole, I get 31 divided by 10 to give me these 3 wholes, and 1 is the remaining part. Okay, and yeah, so this is my final answer. Okay, so just a bonus knowledge for you is that let's say for example you multiply. Okay, how to do it is that same thing. Whenever you see mixed number, you try to make it to a improper fraction. So it's 2 multiplied by 2 is 4. 4 plus 1 divided by 2 plus 3 out of 5. I should end up with 5 out of 2. So sorry, this is not plus, this is multiply. Okay, so it's multiply by this. Okay, so just for your knowledge, whenever I see multiplication of fractions, I do not even have to change to the same denominator. I can do multiplication, numerator multiply by numerator, and denominator multiply by denominator. Okay, so I'll end up with 15 out of 10. Okay, and from here I can simplify it. Okay, so I change it to mixed number first. 15 divided by 10, I have 1 whole. I have remaining of 5 out of 10. Okay, so I divide 5 by both sides. This divided by 5 give me 1. This one divided by 5 give me 2. So I end up with 1.5. Okay, so it's very different. Whenever I multiply fractions, I get, the steps are very different. Okay, from the plus or minus. Final example I would like to show you is actually whenever you have whole number, let's say 3, okay, and you add to maybe a number like 1 and 2/5, for example. Okay, what I can do here is, because this is the whole number part, and this is the whole number part, and this is the fraction part. Okay, so what I can do here is actually add the whole number with a whole number to end up with this immediately. Okay, so this is a fairly simple question. And why does it work? Okay, because this is a whole number, you can add with a whole number. This fraction part, right, you can take it as a remainder, or if not, you can take it as a small little part that tags on to this whole number. Okay, so it's like, for example, I have 3 apples, okay, plus 1 whole apple and 2/5 of an apple. So if I draw it, it's like that. 2, 3, and plus 1 more apple, right? Okay, and I have 2/5 of an apple, so I don't know. So maybe I draw it like that. Okay, so you can see that the whole number parts, right, the 3 and the 1, I can add it together to get me 4, and this is the remaining part, which is 2 out of 5.